Alright, so a ton of you asked for a guide to the locations and the loot from all these secret and hidden vendors around the world. A lot of these vendors are in very hard to reach areas, especially with the current level 25 cap, but that's what makes them so valuable, as you can hoard their loot for the next phase or sell it for an insane amount of gold. First up, we're going to talk about Brokin. This is an alchemy supplies booty bay neutral faction found in the North Alterac Mountains. Now, it was quite a few death runs to get here, but here's all of the loot, here's what he sells. Remember, all of these vendors are on a 30 to 60 minute time frame for the respawns of the recipes or the gear that we're looking at. But with this guy, even selling mana potions at 4 silver, right now the full mana potion is selling for 1 gold, 19 silver on the auction house. Same with lesser mana potions for 1 silver from this vendor. They're selling for about 13 silver right now. And of course, the big boy, the frost oil recipe, which sells for 25 silver from the vendor. It's about 4.5 gold right now on Crusader Strike Alliance. All right, now the next two are horde only. I found this out the hard way as I ran up to George Candarty. He's right here in the Hillsbred foothills, and got attacked. Yeah, so I ran back, and now we're filming this. This guy is horde only. He's leatherworking supplies. Here is a list of all the goodies he will sell to the horde members, and the other one is actually in Hillsbred foothills. It's in Tarn Mill. I got close to see. Maybe there were no players there and I could actually show you him in game. But yeah, I got milled. So the other one is in Tarn Mill. Those two are horde only, coming right down from Alterac. Next, we're gonna go into Arathi Highlands. We'll see if I get killed there or if it's a neutral one, like the Goblin. All right, so this next one in Arathi Highlands, inside of the keep, is Alliance only, and he's extremely tricky to get to. But I think I found a little cheese to get there much easier. So follow my path, and you should get there no problem at all. So we're gonna go into the keep and under the bridge. Now we're going to go to the left because if you go to the right, you're going to be doing 4 or 5 deaths. That's what it took me to get to the vendor the first time before I found this strategy. So just go to the left, hug the wall right near where you see I'm at, and then just let yourself die. I mean, you're going to die anyways, so just die and then run back. Now when you run back, you're going to take the route to the right. So go under the bridge, go to the right, make 2 right turns, you'll cross over the bridge, and then hug the other side of the wall and just res inside of the sanctuary. Once you res inside of the sanctuary, you can go and find him right at the entrance right here. Now, Deneb sells a ton of things, but the one thing to note, or I guess the 3 things to note, are the first aid manual. So you have manual of mage weave bandage, manual of heavy silk bandage, and of course the expert first aid under wrap. So this is a great one to hit if you're an alliance player. Next, we go to Duskwood to find yet another Goblin Kha'Zix. Now, there is a PvP guy standing right behind him, so I believe he may only be for Alliance, but you're definitely welcome to give it a try. Now, this guy's going to sell the ever-needed Elixir of Coalesced Regret recipe. Right now, it's selling for about 1 gold, 40 silver, and he sells it for 1 silver only. That's not the only thing he sells. He can also sell the Holy Protection Potion recipe and the schematic for the Goblin jumper cables. Next up, in the far eastern reaches of Red Ridge Mountains, we have Clyde Ranthal, and we also have Wilma Ranthal. So we have a skinning trainer, and he is a special vendor. Now, here's a list of everything he can have, but it looks like we just get a Black Whelp cloak pattern while we're here. Not bad. It was quite a run though, so it depends on if he has anything that you'd like. Next up, we're heading to the wetlands, and there's actually 3 special vendors in this one zone. The first one we're going to go to is Venna Silkbeard, and she's located in a little hut kind of right in the middle of the Murloc zone. The second one is Kixel, a potions and herb vendor right in the center, right at the crossroads there. And last but not least, we have the Dark Iron Entrepreneur, who's hiding underground in Dunmoder to the north. Alright, so here we are running into the middle of the wetlands. We are hunting yet another goblin. Now, this guy mainly just has a lot of herbs, but they're generally going to be cheaper than they are on the auction house, so you can flip them real quick on your way to the next one, which is the Dark Iron Entrepreneur. After we're done fighting our way out of Dun Modir or letting ourselves die and take res sickness, we're going to head over to the eastern side of Loch Madan, and we're searching for Xandar Goodbeard and Cat Samson. Now, both of these are right next to each other, so it's super convenient. I'll go ahead and give you the loot table for both of them right now. Now we start the long walk all the way to Duskwood and then through Deadwind Pass all the way to Swamp of Sorrows, and we are looking for the Superior Leatherworker, Masat Tander. Now this guy sells a ton of things, but most notably he sells the blue BOE recipe for the green dragon scale breastplate. He also sells silken and heavy silken thread, which sell for a ton on the auction house. Now, it's a long walk to get here. You're most likely going to die a couple of times once you get into Swamp of Sorrows, just because everything there is a double question mark. It aggroes, stealth will not help you. But once you get there, buy it all up. It is really worth it to make some quick gold.